The Public Allies program has connected me to the why we do service, and also the core values. Continuous learning has always been a value that I have lived since I was very young, but it's really nice to have the focus on assets to add to my arsenal, because I don't think I did that so much before. And now I look at things in a much more positive light. I'm much more likely to collaborate. I'm much more likely to ask for help, as well as make sure that everybody on the team is doing well and feeling responsible for a project, and as well as my fellow team members. I think a second year is a really great way to kind of put a lot of those values into practice and a lot of those ideas into practice, and to check yourself with other people who have gone through the program. And also I think it develops habits, so that when you do go out into the workforce, they become habits and they're not just ideas. I would tell them that they really have to be open to everything that comes their way, and put a lot of themselves into it, because if they stand back and they standoffish, they're just not going to get as much out of it. And I think that I can totally speak from experience, because last year I sort of expected something else, and as I got into the year and we started doing our continuous learning Fridays, I actually was kind of upset and stressed out because it was not what I expected. But when I really started to let myself just enjoy it and take it for what it was, and put as much as I could of myself into it, then I realized just how valuable the activities and exercises and challenges really were. And it convinced me to come back for a second year. Those habits that I talked about earlier, all these ideas and these values and everything that we've discussed, I want to manifest them in my life. And so in my second year, I've worked really hard at balancing work and play, and living the values of continuous learning, focus on assets, integrity, just really putting it to work, and then developing habits out of it, so that as I continue on with my life, that these come to me naturally. I don't have to sit and necessarily think about it. Though I do appreciate the time that Public Allies has given me for reflection, and I think that reflection is a really important part. So important that in my regular workday, I now, for the last 10 minutes of my workday, give myself a little debrief and check out and all that good stuff, because it just helps me, figure out how my day went, why I did what I did, and decide how I could do better, or if it worked, or anything like that. And so that's what I'm taking with me. I have to say that my favorite memories kind of culminate into moments where I get to sit and reflect on Public Allies and on my connections with other people. So I would have to say, like, my favorite moments, last year it was laying down on the bridge and looking up into the sky and thinking about Public Allies. And this year it was walking through the labyrinth and really getting to think about Public Allies again, and the closure and the finality of it all.